Hey guys, I'm Ellr Clarke and I'm here with Fearless Pursuit. Oh my goodness, they just set the house on fire at the all-white worship experience. Fearless Pursuit, how are you guys doing today? Good. That's amazing. I just want to tell you guys that you absolutely set the atmosphere on fire with your worship. I can see that the anointing is upon you guys, and you are young, and that is what so inspires. That's really inspiring to me, because there are so many young people that believe that they cannot worship God, that they cannot serve God and still have a good life, and you guys are excellent representations of what God is in the church through young people. But I want to know a little bit more about you guys. Tell us, who is Fearless Pursuit?
Anybody.
Well, Fearless Pursuit is basically a group of young people who really love to worship God. We're fearless in our worship. I mean, the name really speaks for itself. We're fearless worshipers who pursue God on a daily basis. We believe that worship is a walk of life. Like it's a choice and it's a lifestyle. Like it's something that we choose to do every day. We choose to die to ourselves. We choose to get up on stage in front of people and be vulnerable and show them that God can work through us just like he can work through you. So that's who we are.
So how long have you guys been together?
We've been together probably 3 years, like 3 years. We met, well, this is Emmanuel. Me and Emmanuel have known each other for years, like high school. And they knew each other. And then they knew each other, and then we all just kind of...
My sister. And it's kind of like God kind of brought all this stuff together. Like he chooses, and that's one thing we always say. We don't choose this. God chooses who he wants to add and take away. And so we just are the servants. That's what we do.
So what would you say is your most memorable worship experience? You know, a lot of times, God uses the singers and the psalmists to usher us into his presence, and but there are so many times when there is deliverance that breaks out in the church because of the worship. What is your most memorable experience? I'm asking each and every one of you this. What is your most memorable experience worshiping since you've been with Fellowship?
One of my most memorable experiences would be when we did Warmth in Winter with the United Methodist Church. It was just awesome seeing all the young people who were very energetic and like hungry for the Lord and for the worship experience. We didn't have to do the church antics or whatnot as far as come on, clap your hands, lift up your hands, all that stuff. Like they were just hungry for the Lord and ready to receive what he had for them.
Mine is probably the polar opposite of his. It was actually at an event that we went to, and it was a small crowd, very, very small, kind of like in an alleyway, and it was raining, and our stuff was getting wet, and it was just it was totally against anything that we could have thought that we wanted to do, but we had to pursue what we were supposed to do. And at the end of the event, there was a daughter who came and said, my dad was sitting over listening to you guys, and he's an atheist and he doesn't believe in God, but you guys had his attention. And to me, that showed me, you know what, it doesn't matter the crowd, doesn't matter the size, you are on assignment at all times. And when you're not on assignment, you miss out on things like that. He would never be able to say that he wasn't introduced to Christ. He would never be able to say that. And if we hadn't stuck through it, that probably wouldn't have happened, and that's not worth it to me, and I believe us as well. So that's definitely my most memorable moment.
I would have to say one of my most memorable moments would be the Fearless Pursuit conference. It was the first conference that I sang at with these people, and to witness so many people's lives changed in that one night of us being on stage worshiping, and to witness our lives being changed as well, really reminded me and showed me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It reminded me that this is who I'm supposed to be with in regards to my walk with God and pursuing music with God. So, yeah.
Probably one of my most memorable moments was actually at an event for it was this young guy's birthday, and we went to, it was like a birthday concert. There wasn't as many people there as everybody, you expected a big crowd. It was a small, intimate crowd, but when I tell you, man, like God just like floored all of us. And it was, I don't know, to me personally, it was just a reminder that, it's not about the crowd. It's not about, who's there, what I'm saying? It's not about, notoriety, all that. It's just about, inviting in the presence of God and making sure that he's there. It was literally a birthday concert, and God floored, each and every one of us. So yeah, that's probably my most memorable moment.
One thing I noticed that each and every one of you said, it had something to do with the size in the crowd. And I think that is so important for people to understand, because people think that they are failures, when they put on a show or they want to have an event and there's only one person there or two. But it is so important for us to minister to those two as though we're ministering to 1 million, because it is those two that God specifically placed there. So that means that what you have is what they need. And so, Fellas Pursuit, it has been a pleasure to be in you guys' presence. I could feel the anointing. I'm leaving here all up. I can't wait to see what God does for you guys next. But you guys didn't introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Shayna.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Emmanuel.
Now, who's the goofy one? Who's the funny one?
Shayna, she has the jokes. Like, she's just silly. She does this like Oriental woman voice. Can you do it?
Honey, no.
All the time. Out of nowhere.
Amazing. Now, before we go, you guys got to give us something. You got to give us something. We want to hear you sing something.
Calvin, you don't like that? You do it? Okay. Not going back. So we're going to go. To not going back. Moving ahead, here to declare to you, my past is over and you are things are made new. Surrender my life to Christ. I'm moving forward, moving forward. Forward. You in parts. You make all things new, yes, you make all things new, and I will follow you forward.
We're going to bring out the praise right here.
You make all things new, yes, you make all things new, and I will follow you forward. Parts. You make all things new, yes, you make all things new, and I will follow you forward.
I wonder if I can make it. Let's go. You make all things new, and you make all things new, and I will follow you forward. Now, when y'all win that Grammy, I'm gonna say, listen, I was singing with Fellas Pursuit. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.